Hi everyone. I'm Jonathan's Media Shack here once again. And today, I'm going to do a review on When Harry Met Sally, that came out in the year of 1989. So, anyways, enjoy. So basically what the plot for this movie is, in 1977, college graduates Harry Burns, who's played by Billy Crystal, and Sally Albright, who's played by Meg Ryan, share a contentious car ride from Chicago to New York, during which they argue about whether men and women can ever truly be strictly platonic friends. 10 years later, Harry and Sally meet again at a bookstore, and in the company of their respective best friends, Jess, who's played by Bruno Kirby, and Marie, who's played by Carrie Fisher, attempt to stay friends, without sex becoming an issue between them, and that is it. That's basically what the plot for this movie is all about. Now, what are my thoughts on this movie? Well, I have to say that this is a fantastic film. I'll tell you the reasons why. 1. I find the premise for this movie to be absolutely spectacular and interesting. I mean, I liked how they focused on them arguing whether men and women can be truly and strictly be platonic friends, and then, 10 years later, they meet again at the bookstore, and in the company of their respective best friends, and attempt to stay friends. I thought that this premise was genius. And it makes the story very juicy. 2. I thought that the acting for this movie was just really splendid. Even Billy Crystal was wicked awesome in his role, especially Meg Ryan herself. I thought that both of them had done such a great job with their roles, and everybody else who had anticipated with this movie with the acting also did a very good job as well. Everyone had nailed their roles really well. 3. The jokes in this movie are really charming. Like, there's this one scene where Harry and Sally were in a restaurant, and Sally Albright was making sounds at a restaurant, eventually making a scene, and everyone just looks at them. I thought that part was really funny. And there's lots more, but I'm not going to mention them all. 4. The directing for this movie is absolutely well done. And Rob Reiner himself did such a great job with the directing for this movie, and this is his finest work that he has done. 5. The characters in this movie are really interesting, and likable people. 6. The music in this movie is absolutely wonderful. 7. I find the romance in this movie to be very understandable, and realistic both at the same time. And, at the end, Harry and Sally had a New Year's midnight kiss, and got married 3 months later, exactly 12 years and 3 months later after their first meeting. 8. The cinematography for this movie is incredible. 9. The writing for this movie is also very well done. I can tell that they've worked hard on the writing to make this movie look good, and it turned out to be just fantastic. And finally, 10. I find this movie to be one of the best movie of 1989, along with The Little Mermaid, and National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. And, so, for my final rating for When Harry Met Sally, I'm going to give it a 7 out of 7. What an outstanding film. So, anyways, that's all for today's video. See you guys later.